says we're live.
I'm trying to find it on YouTube right now. I can pull a link.
Check on Twitch.
If anything, I'll just pull a link off Twitch.
Let's check on Twitch and see. Yep, we're good on Twitch. Hey, we're looking at the live stream inception here. Good on Twitch. Let's try YouTube now. See how we are on YouTube.
Yeah, I would say YouTube. I couldn't find it, but let me know. I'm pulling the Twitch one.
And then YouTube, we're live as well. Let me move that up. You need the link? I'll put it in the Discord.
Yeah, I got the Twitch link. I was gonna post that.
In the general chat, I put the Twitch.
But okay, do we got a YouTube link or just Twitch?
Yeah, I put the YouTube link in the
I see it. Yeah, I see it. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, we got that one.
Start off, I guess we could start watching UFC Embedded episode 3. Dropped earlier today, so start with that, I guess.
Yeah, I saw no clips of this today, so I'm excited. Let's see.
Yeah, I haven't been. I usually am up to date with everything. I've been holding off on
everything. Just been waiting. I thought, we could go live and react live.
Start putting the Twitch link as well.
Enough with that. Boom. I'm gonna start the video.
Bet, let's do it.
Hey, how are you, Dan? Good to meet you. Yeah, good to meet you. What's up, guys? How we doing? Welcome in. So this is Spot.
Barstool Dave Portnoy.
Got the golf simulator.
Oy vey.
Not bad. That was terrible.
One bite, you know the rules.
I'm just trying to be nice.
Alrighty.
All right, so you're getting ready for.
I never know how to feel about Big Cat, honestly.
You know, when you're preparing for a guy that wrestles like Hamzat, a guy with that wrestling and grappling pedigree, it's a physically demanding area. It was a hard camp. It was a long camp, but I knew for a fight like this, fighting the best opponent I've ever faced, I need to be more ready than ever, and that's exactly what we did. I'm so ready to go. This is the biggest fight of the year. I can't wait.
We're gonna be rooting for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Welcome back. For the first time in 6 years, UFC is returning to Chicago. UFC 319.
6 years, good lord.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Odds don't make fights. I'm not the best wrestler, I'm not the best grappler or best striker. But when you put all of those things together, if you combine it and that's the sport we do, I am the best in the world.
We are going to toss to whether Caitlin...
Whoa. Pause.
Sunny,
What?
Clear sky.
Is that staph on his neck?
Where?
On the left side, he's got like some bumps right there. I think that's staph on his neck.
On his face?
On his neck, like on his face going down into the neck, like right there. Yeah. Yeah, right under the ear. Yeah. There's a spot right there, you can see it. That looks like staph.
I don't see it, man. I ain't gonna lie, I don't see it, but I see something on his face right here.
So, disclaimer to everyone that is new. I had staph before from training. That you get that usually when people don't clean their geese out, don't shower. A lot of the divorced moms at the gym, that's them. Thank you guys. And what happens with staph is you get these little bumps, and that one bump can then spread out kind of hives and make you break out, right? But it can also kill your immune system and kill you if you don't treat it. Drains the guy's cardio, and it's just one of those deals where it just starts as a bump and it just your spreads or just sticks there. But I don't know. That kind of looks like staff right under his ear. But let's keep going.
I'm gonna let you take it.
What is Fox
Have a nice and
32?
sunny,
Is that Chicago
clear
Fox?
sky
I'm
today.
guessing.
It
Yeah,
is,
yeah, Chicago,
I would
yeah.
say 25 degrees Celsius outside. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Great day for sports, and we are ready to rock it.
Wait, what? Is this all right? Is this all accurate?
Great.
Oh, he's feeling himself with her. Oh,
He's feeling himself in
drink
general, bro.
is-
He just beat.
Yeah,
He's coming off a fucking
yeah,
great
yeah,
win
for
streak right
sure.
now.
Chicago, the Windy City.
Should.
I have the honor of having
This guy's a
Coach
demon,
Jamal
man.
training here at my school at Supreme Jiu-Jitsu in
I
Chicago.
rewatched the Whitaker fight. I thought he beat Whitaker in like a minute. No, he dominated Whitaker for like 4 minutes.
Good warm up is halfway win. so since that I always warm up and ready for the fight. Good fight for me. I can expect like Hamza Chibai will be in the cage, same Hamza, like always that.
Hamzat, he's looking incredible actually. His like cardio, his power, like his technique, everything is on point. And yeah, he's gonna get the win this Saturday night and bring the belt home. We're gonna see.
I think the terrifying thing with Hamza too, people don't realize is just how flexible he is too.
So
It's
work
wild.
couple of years for that, so 7-8 years. Hard work. When you work hard.
Bro, you see that video of him picking up DC?
Yeah, dude. Like a child picked him up and just slung him around.
Agora vai ser intervalado. Não vai ter nada confortável lá no dia, entendeu? Vai ser nada.
You don't have to be a VIP to get more than just
Oh
savings
my
with
God.
Every customer gets 24/7 fast-friendly
I had to
claims
get the
support.
YouTube.
Could I get a
What
picture?
is it called?
Yeah,
YouTube
it's not
Plus.
like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop! It's just a bug!
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Battleship.
Confortável, então o ideal é ele tá passando por isso aqui pra não ter susto lá no dia. O público pode esperar uma
Ui.
luta. Carlos.
Homie, Carlos Prates look like he's gonna permanently move to Miami.
Uma sequência aqui, uma sequência ali, colocando mais combinações.
100%. 100%.
Que ele machucava, entendeu? Ele tá atrás do bônus. O Carlos quer o bônus da noite e certeza que esse bônus vai ser dele. Mais uma vez, os caras vão anunciar lá, performance da noite, Carlos Prates.
His body type is so scary for that weight class too, because he's just so long.
He's not trained out of fighting range anymore.
Yeah, he does. I think he's just doing that because fight week, so he's just probably just getting a training session in.
5 rounds. A lot of cardio, strength condition. Ready to
As you
go.
see by the glasses, I'm honoring memory of fire nerds.
So this session is the last hard session of the whole camp. There's nothing more we can do.
Yeah, I don't see
Everything
staff, bro.
is perfect. Yeah, even this, every fight I look better, but this one is, I'm feeling so great.
It's on his I saw it on his left side, under left ear, but
Drickers is a 5-time world champion. He got a world title in
I don't know. He seems fine. We'll see.
welterweight division in UFC, a welterweight champion at KSW, a UFC champion defending the belt for the 3rd time now. Who's got that resume? Who's got that record?
Dude, that South African accent is so jarring, man.
I like Drickers. It's impossible.
It's up there with Australian for sure.
You know, I've been with the same team my whole career. Automatically you become friends, family.
Australian or a
And that's
South
exactly what
South
we are.
African? Pick
Since we're
one.
South African boys.
I'll take Australian because they doing tattoo.
Believe it, after almost 2 hours of just going flat
They got a little bit of
speed,
that Somali in them.
he's even king of the cricket. So, world champion in everything, man. Look at that.
Love that.
It's a very intense situation.
What are they playing? What is that? What the fuck kind of
What are you, bro? They playing
look-
cricket in the gym?
Hold up, that looks like some sport you learned to play in Africa. Fuck you talking about? That ain't no American shit. What the hell? If you don't go kick the ball, bro, throw the ball or something, homie, picked up a freaking
Bro, he's playing cricket. That's cricket.
bro.
They're playing cricket in the
How would you
gym
pick
with a
up-
board, which
Homie playing cricket with a piece of debris.
during fight week as well. Yeah.
Boy got plank from Ed and Eddie.
And then I've just tried
traveled here just as a tourist, just to come and enjoy Chicago. So I've seen quite a few of the sites already, but I'm actually looking forward to kind of going back.
It's so weird hearing MVP talk serious, because I'm so used to just him being like character.
Now I feel like I'm just in a very good place.
I mean, you gotta take Jared Cannon's kind of a fight where it's like, I gotta go fight this super dangerous guy. I'm gonna get no benefit for beating him, and if he beats me, it looks really bad. Even though I'm moving up a weight class.
Which is crazy, bro. Cannonier's 40 or about to be 40, man.
Which is crazy because if MVP wins this fight, low-key, he might be closer to a title shot at middleweight than at welterweight.
You imagine, hear me out, Fluffy Hernandez versus MVP?
Yeah, that's disgusting, bro. Like, get that shit out of here, man. What the fuck?
Exactly, bro. Hell no. Who the fuck
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hell no. Hell no.
RDR versus MVP?
No, bro. I want RDR versus Fluffy, bro.
Yeah, I agree. RDR versus Fluffy's the fight to me. That's fight of the year right there.
Let me look at the fucking rankings real quick. Actually, let me put it up on the screen for everybody. Let's look at the rankings real quick. I just want to look at the flyweight rankings.
Which I never know where they're at, just because they're bringing in so many new guys at flyweight all the time.
Oh, monster ads. Okay. Rankings.
They're back.
Right,
they're back.
Flyweight. So Kai Asakura, where is he at? They got to rank 15th. So they really just gave him a ranking just for like, hey, we gotta give him a ranking just so we can give him another title, like another ranked fighter. You know, because he's unranked. He goes against Pantoja. He loses badly, and he gets a ranking. You know, 0-1. So, but you know, that's just to get him another top 15 fight. You know,
that's absolutely disgusting.
So Kai,
that's disgusting behavior.
Who do you think? Let me see. Who was Tim Elliott's last fight? Yeah, he fought. Okay. Yeah, I think Hayasakura could beat Tim Elliott. It's gonna be tough.
I think he can too. I like Tim a lot. I just think Tim lacks technique at times, and I think Kai is excellent technically for the weight class. This is an interesting weight class. Let me look at it.
Honestly,
okay, is Manel Kopp ever get?
Manel Kopp, he deserves a title shot. Let's be honest. Like, I rather.
Bro, but he needs to piece it together.
Or like Kai Kara France got a title shot. Like, come on, man. He got a title shot over.
I'm not gonna do it.
Like, come on. He lost to Brandon Moreno, right? Then what? Then he lost to Amir Abazi, which we thought he won that fight. And then he wins against Steve Erceg and then gets a title shot. Isn't that how it went?
Listen, there's only one thing to say to that. That's it. That's all you can say.
Yes.
He did all that just to get pieced out by Pantoja. Like, listen, Kai Kara France has the win over Cody Garbrandt, and then Steve Erceg. That's about it. I mean, Moreno, it was close-ish until it wasn't, and then I don't know, man. KKF to me just a scream fraud for a long time. I think Manel Kopp is so talented. Manel Kopp could be a champion. He just gets in his own way sometimes, man. I think he had bad luck too in the Makayev fight when he got injured too. But
like the only exciting thing in the division right now is Joshua Van and Manel Kopp.
Yeah, Moreno has a fight scheduled in Mexico, doesn't he?
Yeah, Moreno's fighting.
Who's he fighting?
He's fighting. Who is he? Who is he fighting?
Yeah, because he's got a fight booked
soon. He's not fighting Alex Perez, is he? No, he don't have a fight booked, bro. Oh, that's Ravel. I'm tweaking. I need Moreno. Yeah, he doesn't have a fight booked.
Huh?
Yeah, no. They're probably gonna make him on Mexico City though.
Yeah, because I thought I saw that he got booked in.
Here's what you do to make flyweight, to get flyweight back exciting a little bit more. Which we're not talking about the talent-wise and technical-wise. This is a very skillful division. We're talking about just exciting-wise, in my opinion. You got Joshua Van. That's good. I say after Kai Sakura wins against Tim Elliott, feed Alex Perez to fucking Kai Sakura. Let's get Alex Perez out of here. Like,
yeah,
he needs to get out of here. He's been, he's washed. And then bring back Muhammad Makayev, and boom, just like that, flyweight is interesting again. Boom.
See,
like that.
I agree with the Makayev take, but I think the problem is Dana wants to stonewall that. I think someone from TKO has to step in and be like, Dana, all due respect, the business comes first.
I don't even think Dana was the one that was dealing with him. I think it was like Hunter and them that got mad at him or something.
So it turned out it was Dana, and Dana doubled down on it again a couple of weeks ago, and he said he's never bringing back Makayev. He never wants him back. And Dana has a history of that over the years, where when one guy rubs Dana the wrong way, Dana has this thing where like they're dead to me. Francis is the nearest example everybody knows of, but this has happened with Frank Shamrock, Randy Couture. My God, one of the greatest fighters of all time. Same deal. So I think now that we're transitioning into a new era with TKO, I really hope somebody steps in and is kind of like, hey, Dana, it's cool and all. You don't have to deal with the guy. We can have Hunter and Sean talk to him, but we got to do what's best for business. And flyweight needs Makayev. Like, let's be honest. So,
yeah, we got.
I get it. He was starting fights in the PI, whatever. Just find him next time. Like,
trying to think. Maybe bring back Davison Figueiredo.
He can't make that weight, man.
Yeah, he's just too fucking. He's not good enough at being the nail to be at fucking bantamweight. Like he's too good. He's only good at being the hammer. Which was shown in the Corey fight and in the Peter Yan fight. He's only good at being the hammer. While being the nail, he's not. He doesn't really stay in fights that well.
I think he'd be good in like one championship because tweener guys like John Lineker. John Lineker was another one who. It's kind of like Figueiredo, just couldn't make 125, too small for 135, but had power in his hands. Just sent him to one, made a good career out of it. It's just, I think Figueiredo also changed weight classes way too late. I think if he would have done it sooner, it probably would have turned out better. But like, you can't do that like 34, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, you could fight Song Yadong, but you lost to Corey. He's not gonna fight. I mean, I could low-key see them giving Figueiredo the Umar fight. Honestly. For some reason, they love giving Figueiredo big fights. Like, they love giving Figueiredo the fight that if you win this, you get a title shot, Which is...
If he fights Umar, he's a sacrificial lamb at that point. To rebuild Umar's name.
I think Umar wins that, but that's the only fight... That's the only fight I can see right here, Umar taking that. I'm like, okay, that's a little interesting.
Yeah.
Besides the Sean O'Malley fight, obviously.
Which he said he's taking time off. Lord knows what's next for that guy. I don't know, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm not.
He got exposed real bad against Marab.
I'm really off the bandwagon of any fighter who doesn't fight at least 3 times a year. If you're one of these guys that's gonna fight 1-2 times a year, I'm not gonna be on the train no more.
Yeah.
Special cases though, like Connor, you're always gonna watch and tune in. But I'm not gonna be on the train.
Ilya,
special cases. John Jones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you see the report that came out that John Jones turned down $30 million?
I don't know, man. It's a lot of. They weren't saying.
No, this one was confirmed. The studies came in.
They weren't saying he turned down the fight until after he retired. Before, they were all saying that it's gonna happen. He already agreed, and now since he retired, now they're saying that he turned it down. I don't know who to believe, bro. They're all protecting themselves.
From what I saw, he wanted $30 million. The Saudis came in with the UFC during the TKO Canelo deal, right, with Turkey. Gave him a $30 million offer. He said yes, and then 48 hours later said no. So, I don't know. Interesting.
They probably wanted him to do the fight in Saudi, and he realized he couldn't bring some certain stuff over there.
Have a good weekend. See you on Fight Night.
He pulled a Nick Diaz.
Yeah, stop right here, because the angle that they played yesterday on the clip of Hamza and DDP made it look like Hamza was way bigger than DDP, but like I think this is more accurate to.
He's still big,
bro.
Yeah.
He's still big, but he's not as big as it looked like the original clip. Like it looked like Hamza had like 3 inches on him.
Yeah, it was just the angle of the video, which we read into that a little bit as well, but it happens. Damn,
that was short. Wow.
Ooh, I like DC interviews. You want to go into a
Want
DC
to bet,
interview?
but no clue where to
Yeah,
start?
man.
DC
Don't
interview, or
worry.
you want to go
Millions
into
of
like
players are
the
already
press
making
conference?
moves. Check out the hottest
Interviews.
bets and get in on the action.
The press conference, man. I think the press
Hard Rock
conference.
Bet.
Yeah.
Roll with us. New
Let's
players
start
bet
with,
$5.
start with Drickus. Sponsored by the Mac Life.
You do nothing. Three people dead making this watch.
I don't like to screw with tradition. Done it since the first one, and it's been going well.
It's fair play. It's a big fight week, massive fight, and already the fans are buzzing. You got to bump into your opponent in the hotel lobby. Curious, if anything, what
Is
you
that
were
your
able to
mic,
take
bro?
away from that interaction.
Yeah.
No, that was
I mean,
that's
obviously,
theirs.
like you saw, he's 8 feet tall.
Quality.
Basically, I walked into Godzilla. That's what I had to take away from that. No, I'm just kidding. He, yeah, it was.
Good Lord,
like
Jesus!
Trying to make me go deaf.
It's not. It's not the.
I'll be
It's
respectful before the fight, and it looks like there won't be any antics unless something changes. But yeah, it was great. I mean, it's good to see that my opponent's healthy. All the questions: is he going to show up? It never bothered me, but I know it was a question for everyone, and the fact it's not only.
I
the
think we
fact
can
that I
safe say
prepared for
that
him and now I'm fighting
Chimaev's
somebody
probably
else,
going
that
to fight. I
doesn't
mean, he
bother
still
me.
has to
I'm a
make weight,
complete
but
fighter. I think
I think
it's
you would
the
have pulled
hype
out by now
of
if it was the
this
sickness
fight.
thing.
People want to see the two best
Yeah,
fighters in the world.
I agree.
fight it, and that's why this fight is so big, because it's truly, and a lot of times it's just not possible to get the two best guys right now because one is injured, and sometimes the two best guys in the world don't want to fight each other. Yeah, because it's tough. There can be only one winner. I want to fight the best in the world, and now people are going to see it. I mean, we're 2 days out. There doesn't seem to be anything that's going wrong. I mean, the weigh-ins need to happen, but all things are looking great. We're here in fight week, myself versus Hamzat, and that's what the fans wanted, and I'm super excited for this.
So we kind of could make a good guess what we're expecting from him, right? He takes these massive shots from across the ring, very aggressive, very deep takedown attempts. So with that respect, I can imagine it's almost quite hard to deter him from doing that, right? Like, you can't really fake a knee, and he's going to go to the wrestling. So for you, do you have to basically mentally think, I'm embracing it, I might even be aggressive in that to try and get into those positions early to maybe use that as a way to deter him from going back to them?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you can go out there, and a lot of guys have made this mistake fighting him, going in and saying, I need to watch out for that. He's going to shoot. I need to be ready. I have to watch out. And then they don't do anything until he does shoot and gets them down anyway. You have to go out there and fight, man.
Yeah,
You
that
need
is
to
kind of
train.
true. I kind of witnessed
understand
that.
that he's really good at
when I
wrestling,
rewatched
and
the
he's
Whitaker
really good
fight.
on the
Whitaker
ground,
was
but-
literally scared to do anything because he's just.
I mean, that is
the
the
fight
game.
starts and
It's-
he's like,
I
all right,
guess, right?
here comes a shot. Here comes
It's
a shot.
almost,
He's
if you're
literally
fighting
only
Israel Adesanya,
thinking of
are you going to
defending
start
a
on
shot.
your bum and try to
You know?
butt scoot? No, you're going to have to fight him.
A little
I
bit
agree.
like, it
That
was
is
kind
how
of
it
like that
is,
with the
and
Usman fight too. Until
that's truly
Usman
how
kind
I
of
feel
loosened
about
up.
this fight. Yes,
Yeah.
he is
Usman
gonna
didn't
shoot.
loosen up until the
And
third
yes,
round.
he is probably
He
going to
didn't
take
really
me
feel
down.
comfortable, which I
But
think
I'm going
that's
to shoot too, and I'm
I think
probably going to
that's
take him down.
Chimaev's strongest
And I'm gonna strike, and
superpowers
I'm
to
probably
make
gonna
you
hit.
not feel comfortable fully fighting him until like third round. Like, I think
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns is the only guy, and I don't even think that's comfort. That's just survival. You know, that was just survival.
No, I agree.
So
I think guys like him, Habib was like that too in a way where like the fear of the takedown is so real and it's so quick. They can just pull it off so quick that it's like you end up being so defensive that you don't realize you're getting lulled to sleep and you get put in a position where, oh, I gained the double leg even though I defended the double leg. How? They play the angles well. They just, especially Hamza, people don't realize how stupid strong this guy is and flexible. Like when he does his double legs, he like bends backwards his knee, drops, gets back, does a gable grip,
and,
and then we'll just ragdoll you picking up your back. Like,
I also see the way like when he gets a hook in, he kind of like cuts circulation off on people's thighs. Like the way I witnessed that in the Whitaker fight. He had one hook in, and his one hook was high on his thigh, and he was cutting off circulation. Which I never really thought about doing, is trying to cut off circulation in people's legs. So if they do get up, you know, they got to get their legs kind of back into it. It's just super small techniques that we don't really think of, you know.
The thing with grappling is like you're looking. A lot of times people will look for finesse over pressure, which is okay for like tournaments, but when it comes to MMA grappling, you want to put pressure on it. Where even if I'm not putting a choke on you, I want to have pressure on your arms. I want to have pressure on your neck. I want to have pressure on your body so that cut circulation, so that it makes your nerve endings uncomfortable, so that even if I'm not necessarily putting you in a submission, you feel that uneasiness of like I need to move, like my body's telling me I need to move and I need to. It's like a snake almost, right? How a snake just like constricts its prey, right, to the point where like the prey just starts struggling and struggling. That's what a lot of I think wrestlers in the 2000s kind of picked up on this, but now these new age like Dagestani wrestlers and like that crop, dude, those guys is just pressure. Like they just make you feel so uncomfortable. They don't care if they have to do a neck crank with your spine twisted sideways. Like, and I think a lot of times with grappling, people want to be so conformative, right? Where it's like I have to be in half guard or I have to be in full guard. These guys are just like I just got to put pressure on you, whether it's your thigh or your arm or whatever. I just need you to feel pain and uneasiness, and then like Fluffy Hernandez didn't put a hook in at all when he had Roman Dolidze's back, because his whole deal was I just want to feel pressure. I want him to squirm. Like, if you can do that, how do you defend against that, right?
Hit him and he's going to strike and probably hit me. I'm not scared of any of that. I go into any fight with that mindset that you might get hit. You're definitely getting hit. You might get taken down. What do you do after that? I don't go into this fight and look at what Hamza does so great. I am aware of it and I know it. And obviously when it came to training, I had to get that aspect perfect on the wrestling and grappling aspect. But I'm not going out there to fight his fight. I'm going out there to do what Rodriguez does. And that is be a world champion.
Me hearing that right now, that sounds very, as a DDP fan, if you are out there, not if you're out there, but as a DDP fan, that sounds good, like him saying, I'm going to go fight my fight. I'm not worried about his takedown. Now, it sounds good. Robert Whittaker probably thought the same thing. Usman probably thought the same thing. Kevin Holland probably thought the same thing. But you just got to go out there and actually do it. So we'll see. We'll be able to see in the first round. We'll be able to see in the first minute, how the fight's going to go, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I also assume you mentioned about getting the wrestling and grappling right in training. The pace, right? We're all kind of assuming this first round is going to be like two cartoon characters sort of fighting in a ball of dust. Do you expect that? And do you have to almost set the pace early rather than wait for him to come and do that to you?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm going out there to fight the way and see what happens. He didn't change his game plan with Robert Whittaker because it was a 5-rounder. So that kind of gives you the sense that he's not going to think about the 5-round where he should be. 5 rounds is a long time. And I am not scared to get into that dark place. We've seen that. If we go full speed, I can fight tired all day. And I've done that many times. So let's go for it. Let's get it from the first bell to the last. Let's go full speed and see who quits.
I am going to say this. Let's not act like, in my opinion, we're not going to sit here and act like Sean Strickland didn't win the first fight.
I had a 3-2 Dricus.
So I had a 3-2 Strickland.
Yeah,
See, the second fight,
it was so close.
I'll throw my hands in the air. The second fight, Dricus won every round of that fight.
Yeah. That first one, the thing is with Sean, he doesn't do enough, dude. That's Sean's problem every time. Where it's like, even when he does win, it's like, other than the Izzy fight, it's just kind of like, all right, but if a guy matches Sean, it just becomes so hotly contested because it's such a point fighting style. And Dricus makes it messy. Like I said, that second fight definitely won that. And I think Hamzat has a problem if this gets out of the first round. Because we've seen Hamzat in 3 rounds against Gilbert. And Gilbert, by the end, was finally getting his rhythm. Yeah, we've seen DDP do... and Usman, we've seen DDP do 5 rounds a couple times. And it always ends the same. So, I don't know.
OSA does seem like Dricus gets better as the fight goes on. So, because if you look at the Brunson fight, he looks terrible, and then all of a sudden, destroys the guy. The Darren Till fight. Darren Till's winning scrambling positions, you know.
Dude, the Izzy fight. Izzy was piecing him up the first
But-
2 rounds, and then
About your
I don't know.
fighting style.
Before the
which is your
nose
favorite
surgery, I don't
comparable
really
with,
count that Dricus.
World champion.
I agree.
Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills.
My watch is broken.
You could tell time by measuring the sun's distance from the horizon.
And lastly, I know it's been respectful week so far, but this press conference is coming up tomorrow. I'm curious if you have your traditional harrowing childhood trauma from him that you can bring up tomorrow if he does get a bit disrespectful.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I can't practice these things, guys. People always they're pretty certain that I practice these things. I can't. I mean, that is as we would say, fire banter around the fire. And if it's in the moment, it's funny. If it's predetermined, it's kind of cringy to me. So I have to do it in the moment. That's the only way I would know if there's something. I would say it the way I hear it. And up until this point, it looks like that
might
might
be
be necessary.
Dricus's
I think
worst
it might
fucking
be
press
just about the
conference
fight,
or
which is
best
also great.
fucking-
I mean, the fight's
He
hype
usually
is
does pretty good on the
already
mic. Just
good
I ain't gonna
enough.
lie, I'm falling
There's
asleep
no
watching
need
this
for
shit.
fake.
Nah, I'm with
There's
you.
no need to try and. But if that's the route,
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to MVP, bro. I'm like,
Yeah, I think he's gotten some media training lately.
Mike over here.
Yes.
Obviously, you
There we
know,
go, a
I
little
don't think
bit
we
of sauce.
expected you to be fighting at middleweight again
Yep.
after your last
Little
excursion.
bit of
So I guess,
sauce.
you know, we've heard you say, you know, the politics of
Actually, he's from the
welterweight
UK. They don't
is
got
what
sauce
kinda
over
led
there.
to this. But after your fight against Shar,
Crazy.
did you think your next one would be a middleweight, or did you assume it would be back at 170?
Yeah, 100%. I assumed it was going to be back at 170. As I voiced that I wanted this is a one-off. It's seeming more and more. It's going to be more than even this fight now, potentially. It seems that there's just more opportunity. The welterweight seems to be congested, and I wanna be active. So, if there are fights, I'm always willing to go back down. It's nothing to do with weight or anything. I can make whatever weight I need to. So yeah, but I do see there's a lot of
there's literally like 5 people that need title shots at welterweight right now.
Crazy, dude.
Got Islam. You got
Shavkat.
You got Usman.
Sean Brady.
You got Sean Brady.
Ian Gary.
Yeah, I'm not putting him in there. Fuck out of here.
Opportunity.
He's up, dude. He's up there though. Let's be honest. I hate him too. He's up there. Bilal's still up there too. It's crazy.
Don't have to cut that extra 50
I agree.
pounds?
I agree.
Oh, definitely.
I'll put Bilal
definitely.
over
But at the same
Ian Gary.
time, remember,
Yeah,
I
I agree.
A competition circuit background where I'm fighting sometimes up to 21 times in one day. So, and that's at different weight divisions as well, or different styles of fighting. So, it's not the weight that stops me from performing. It's more to do if there's opportunities to take a fight. So, I like to be active, and it seems like middleweight will allow me to be more active.
You know, when Dustin Poirier made the jump from 145 to 155, he said it took him a while to feel like a lightweight rather than just a featherweight that stopped cutting weight.
Yeah.
So do you feel like a middleweight, or do you just feel like a welterweight that stops cutting at 185?
No, I completely agree with Dustin with what he's saying. I still don't quite feel like a middleweight. I feel like a welterweight that doesn't have to cut too much. And it's only because, again, I wasn't expecting to still be here. So I had the one fight which was opportunistic. Styles made Styles made sense. So even though I'm giving away that kind of weight and power, I'm like,
If we were in a freaking
I
friendship
know I'll
league,
handle
we
myself with that
could
one,
get the
which I
freaking
did.
MVP versus Izzy fight.
And then this one, I was already expecting to go
Yep.
back down. So again, I'm not really preparing
Got some
myself
hit with the
for
friendship
another
cheese,
middleweight
though,
division
so.
fight. And then this kind of
The fact that he said he feels like a welterweight that doesn't have to cut weight while being a middleweight is kind of worrying to me.
I would to just stay at
It
middleweight.
would be worrying, but
Like I
he's
said,
fighting
maybe I have
Jared
to
Cannonier,
just
so.
consider that now.
Yeah,
Kinda
if
speaking on that,
Cannonier knew how to
middleweight
close
is one
distance,
of
it'd
the,
worry me.
like,
But
just physically more imposing middleweights. He fought at heavyweight, and now he's
Honestly,
very
though, I could
physical
see
middleweight,
Cannonier
you know,
just
pressure. He's
wrestling him for 3
I've seen
rounds,
interviews. He's
hurting
like,
him.
trying to solve the MVP
You know,
puzzle.
with
It's
some
just
elbows.
pressure. So I guess
this fight is starting to scream weight bully to me.
I am
Yeah.
kind of expecting him to do, you know, attempt to do exactly that. There'll just be a lot of oncoming traffic. Yeah, you can. It's up to you if you want to run down that road while there's cars flying at you.
Yeah, it might take him.
How long?
It might take him
before
to the second round to actually get a hold
you
of
are
him.
permanently knocked over. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I do believe
He might
he'll
get a
try
hold
and
of him
do
like
that
the end of the
until
first round,
It
like
doesn't
the
work,
last
and
minute.
again, like I said, I've spoken to many people and said I turn a lot of people into wrestlers, and although he's not,
Did you
he
see?
can wrestle. I've seen.
You see that video of Mighty Mouse and MVP dudes doing like some stand up like air shadow boxing sparring? Like
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
MVP is fucking fast, bro. Like
Yeah, dude. Dude, go back and watch some of his Bellator stuff. Everybody in the chat as well, whenever you get a chance. Like, dude, I can't even begin to describe how insane of a, first off, just creative, but like you said, fast and powerful. I remember when he crushed Chris Cyborg's skull and caved it in, put on the Pokemon hat, and then tossed the Pokemon ball. And I'm like, dude, what is this guy on? That's just how good he is. And he's so. My problem with MVP is he doesn't lock in all the time. So as good as he is, there's times like he just mentally shuts off. But he's super good, dude.
Seen him wrestle before. That's never
I
his
think
first
striking wise,
point
he's as
to
good as
go
it
to.
gets,
But I definitely see him try to
in terms of the
adopt
puzzle to
more
get.
of the wrestling.
You
element.
see how he turned Ian Gary to a
welterweight, you always
grappler.
say, you know, speed kills, but
Yeah.
welterweight, you also had that power. Coming up to middleweight, I would assume you're right away one of the faster middleweights, just because you might just be smaller than those guys. But I guess how do you think your power translates up to middleweight too?
It doesn't. Them guys is tougher than a mud. It just means I have to be way more, and I've spoken about this as well. I have to be way more. I have to have way more output in comparison to the welterweight. Welterweight, I'm a sniper. I'm waiting for that right moment, and then I'll land my shot. Wait for.
I love that he's self-aware of this.
Whereas in the middleweight division,
Yeah, he literally
I have to be a
describes
bit
his
more
style
aggressive
perfectly.
on that front foot. Landing.
He knows what the fuck's going on. He
combinations
knows
and then
he
come back
waits
out,
for people to
combination and
come.
back out.
Yeah,
versus
welterweight,
just the
bro.
one
He's
shot.
like, all right.
Trying to in hope to kill these guys because they are more the natural, especially Jared coming from heavyweight, but they are more the natural middleweights.
If you look at
Yeah, Jared's
the two
really a
divisions, right,
fucking
welterweight and middleweight,
used to be
you
a
don't have to get
heavyweight.
down to
So
the individuals, but in terms of matchups,
What's
you see, like,
the
oh, that could be a
difference
fun one, that could be a fun
between
one. Each
William
division
Knight
actually
and
appeals
Jared
to more
Cannonier?
politics aside.
Like a
Like
good
about
neighbor,
3 inches of
State
height.
Farm is there. I was gonna say that.
Every time I watch Jared Cannonier, I think of William Knight every time.
oh my god, bro. Actually, I think our first first video was making fun of him.
That was it the Procchio fight. It was the Procchio fight. Yeah.
Again,
Horrible.
Yeah, where he just got leg kicked to death.
across the whole roster of the UFC.
Yeah, that
There's
might
still
have been the
great
worst
fights
fight
at middleweight. I'm not taking anything away from the guys at middleweight. There's exceptional fights. You just had an absolute beast just speak to you guys on the stage. So there's crazy fights to be had up here, but I don't know what it is. Is maybe because I've just been there
Aaron
longer.
Pico.
And
We
I've
gotta get an
studied
Aaron
maybe
Pico
more
one
of the
in, too.
fighters at welterweight that I just feel like that's the division.
Yeah, he answered some comments of Volk. Volk said that he'd
In
mop
terms
the
of
floor with
politics, again, you
Pico.
don't have to necessarily get into the nitty-gritty of it.
I gotta
but is
watch
it
this
just
fight
that
first.
You'll ask for a welterweight fight,
But
they go, there just aren't any available right now,
based
but we can
on
offer you middleweight. Is that
credentials,
kind of
I
how
would
those
say
talks
Aaron
go,
Pico
or are they
would
trying
probably be his
to
toughest matchup.
maybe push without pushing you
he's the
into
closest
the
to
middleweight
Ilya,
division because they
so.
prefer you there?
Ilya style, either.
And
I'm
Matt,
not
yeah,
really
and
sure their
Max,
motive,
and Max.
How I feel it kind of went came
Nah,
about
I mean,
is
you
when
already beat Max 3 times. Bro.
after that fight, I'm expecting
2
you know, a
times, in
really
my
good
opinion.
fight.
But
And the
Yeah,
fight
yeah, that's what I was saying. 2 times. Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
make sense to me based on what I just did.
bro, if you rewatch that first
So,
fight,
I was like, I'll wait for something.
the first Max and Volk fight, that might be one of the best comebacks. Like in terms
Yes.
like of just point fighting comebacks, not like
Yes.
somebody getting hurt
Yes.
really bad. That might be one of the best
Yeah.
comebacks of all time. He literally
Yes.
was down 0-2, getting destroyed, switched up the whole style, and incorporated a lot more kicks, leg kicks, and just fucking
Yeah.
destroyed him.
I remember watching that live, dude, and it was a legend being born in front of us. Like we'd all seen Volk, but like nobody thought Volk was gonna be Max. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Like Max at that point was like top of his game, and then Volk, which crazy. Volk at 5'7" has a longer reach than the Max, and that's a big part of his style. When he comes into round 3 and just starts jabbing the crap out of Max, we hadn't seen somebody jab Max like that since like not even Dustin. Dustin was just in him with hooks. Like Volk just point fight the crap out of him, dude. That first fight, and like when the scorecards got read, I'm sitting there like, good God, we just saw Max Holloway get beat. Like we hadn't seen that since, the one-off Dustin fight at 155 at that point, and then Connor. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, and that all 3 of those fights were good. Again, that second one, I'm with you. I think Max won it, but
Yeah, so what happens is you let it go to the judges.
that's right.
To be
Especially in the
available,
UFC.
'cause
Holy
basically everyone
shit.
else is busy as to why they gave me this fight, and it was like
Yeah, we haven't-
in terms of ranking,
we haven't
you're
even gotten
talking
on a
somebody
judges
that's
rant
in
yet.
the 20s, and I'm like, I just beat one of your
Yeah, I had
prospects.
to,
Come
though.
on.
Judges and refs, man. Judges and refs.
You solder the
Shout out
refs.
Herzog, man.
You solder the refs.
Didn't hear anything back. Kept asking. Didn't hear anything back. Started calling people
Shout out
didn't hear
Herzog
anything
for
back.
if he
And then
dies, he
I decided,
dies.
like,
A
give
couple
me
weeks
someone
ago.
right away.
That was
And then
fantastic.
I seem to get names like quickly.
Nah, that
And
fight
it's
was
like
crazy.
Jared is one of those names that you're like, okay, he's a big guy, obviously, but there's a puzzle in that, right? So
Yep.
does this one for you? Maybe okay, it's not the division you want, but still motivates you and
Yeah.
excites you in one of those ways.
It excites me again. One, because he's an exceptional athlete. He's fought everybody. It's it adds to my credibility of people.
I hate when they ask
I'm looking
questions
down
like
the line
that, dude.
later
Just
of
like
people that I have fought and then beaten.
laying up some like
But
friendship
also it's
answer,
progression
like
because he's
Where's
ranked
your
number 8
your rank?
or 7, wherever he is. But it
9?
represents progression moving
yeah.
forward. So, I feel like even if
trying to
I
think
won
what-
this fight at
Honestly,
middleweight,
I
and
would
went
like
back
an
down to
MVP
welterweight,
versus
I'd
Whitaker
still
fight. That'd be
kinda
kind of cool.
give me people in and around that kind of.
Well,
I like that.
level of,
There's
Two
really-
karate guys.
There's
so
really
again,
no
for
good
me, it just
fights
made
for
sense.
Last one for me.
MVP
Aaron
at
Pico's making his
middleweight
debut.
besides
Similar
Izzy.
situation
He's
where
not
he
going to
came
do
in from the
Izzy.
outside, bit of hype around him.
Nobody else I really want
I
to
don't
see
know
him
if you had a
fight
chance to speak to him,
besides
but if you had the
maybe
opportunity to
Paulo
give him
Costa.
some
Ooh,
advice,
Costa
you would not
MVP.
want
That'd be
Ooh.
fire.
Ron is my guy.
I want Costa versus Izzy though.
Yeah, because they're not. I want Strickland Izzy or Izzy versus Costa. Or even say like Imavov or Brahalio, the loser of that. Give Izzy
I just
that
wanted to
guy.
get your thoughts on,
Brahalio if he
like, Joe
loses, or
Rogan
give him the
basically
rematch
saying
versus
that he
Imavov.
believes, like, you're the biggest puzzle to obviously try and solve in the entire sport. I just wanted your response to that.
Imavov has a fight lined up, right, with
That's what I said.
Kaio,
That's what I said,
and then
the loser of that fights Izzy. The loser.
yeah. Well, now I'm thinking because the name at number 2 is the one that I'm like, is that the real number 1 contender right now? Sean.
There's not many people that
Sean
come
Strickland?
from my
No, hell
style
no.
of
Number 1 contender is
background
Imavov.
within MMA. So finding
Sean doesn't have a fight book, and Sean already said like he's only fighting for the title next. That's why I haven't booked him.
Boy Thompson.
So I'm like, I'm confused when they do these rankings, man. Like,
I mean, if Chimaev wins, I can see them giving him the Chimaev fight. That would be a good fight. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be entertaining. I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it.
dude, Sean versus Hamza, you're gonna need riot police outside the
If
octagon.
Drickus wins, it's GG's for Strong. He might as well go up to light heavyweight or something, bro.
So people don't really truly understand.
Yeah.
If Drickus beats Hamza, I don't see him losing to
Obviously,
nobody, bro.
not looking past the fight that you got on Saturday, but I know you're friends with like Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
It's not happening?
Nah. Is that
Oh
again,
my
we are-
gosh. You're literally throwing away. Yeah, you're throwing away millions of dollars because for
Fucking
both you and your
pussies.
friend. By the way, Izzy already has his millions. Just saying, like,
You're not
bro,
Robin Aljamain. You are Izzy Adesanya, an MVP. One's in the UK, one's in New Zealand. Not-
that part. You're friends. You don't train together. If you were teammates, I'd be like, okay, it's a little bit more understandable. But you're not. Like,
Make a bag together. Why not?
It's fight
dude, go make a bag together. It's a
I'm
fight for the
person that
fans.
I can
Like,
fight someone I respect highly, but you're gonna have to pay us a lot of money, bro. And I'm hoping this 7.7 billion deal does something for that. You know what I mean?
Oh, my-
maybe. If I get given a lot of money, and I think it's same for him, we'd 100% be like, bro, let's just have a fight. Like, but likeliness is not.
but you don't say that in a press conference.
Would you
You
both
don't.
like, have like a full discussion.
Say yes and don't
100%,
mention
we'll sit
money.
down and, that's my boy. Like I can chat to him even when he's messaged me before
Yeah,
this
it's
fight.
not
when
like
he's
we
heard
both
about
know
this
they're
fight,
not
he's like, "Bro,
gonna
you're playing
fucking
chess,
go
but I
for the
love it,
knockout.
Like,
It would be a point
we
fight
talk.
anyway.
So, yeah, I just see if I was approached with it, I'm going to him straight away. Did they approach you with this? He told me if he said yes, I'll be like, what's your thoughts?
I've seen
Like, how
enough.
much
Give him
do
Michelle
you-
Pereira.
We have a conversation.
And obviously he's fought Jared before as well.
Yeah.
So did he give you any pointers?
Yeah, to be fair, again, he kept saying like, no, just hit me up if you want to know anything about it.
Oh,
or in terms of what he felt.
gosh.
And to be fair, I might do it.
I
now.
don't care that he's your friend. I don't care what he told you.
Speaking about other random stuff. But so yeah, maybe now, because again, my coaches are very detailed about opponents. So I feel like I know, and I have watched him a lot in terms of his career and stuff as well, and fights that he's had. So I feel like I have a good understanding. But yeah, I'll definitely probably reach out to him just before the fight.
And just last one, who have you got in the main event?
Man, it's a difficult one. I'm gonna say Hamzat, and I've been telling absolutely everyone exactly the same thing. If DDP wins this fight, I am never betting against this man ever again in my life, because there's just and I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. There's something about his style that's not appealing but successful. And I think it's that not appealing side that keeps making us question his ability to win.
Yep.
But his special gift that we usually see through my kind of point style or Hamzat's wrestling, like you can kind of see the obvious. His not so obvious is probably just the fact that he knows how to be tough and grind out a win. That might just be his talent. You know what I mean? He's okay enough, well, like in terms of his mixed martial arts skill, to just figure out a way to success, and that might be his thing.
Hey, brother.
What's up?
Showman, right? Inside and outside the cage. I know with the Shara fight, you kind of made everybody pop with the "I'm the captain." Now, the Ian Gary, you had the custom walkout song. I know you can't give too much away, but like, can we expect something pre and post fight?
To be fair, and just to be honest with this one, there's a bit of a different. There has been a bit of a different mental shift. I do feel like, although it is still my personality, I was trying a bit too hard to be like, I'm MVP, guys. Remember this guy. I'm this guy. And like I said, I only realized that after that last fight.
Wow, you don't say.
I'm holding a weight of the UFC still, and I didn't need to. So this one, I just want to enjoy myself. And then once I kind of go through this one, then I'm gonna come back to and turn up the show. It will be a show still, but I haven't really prepped anything, so to speak. I got a couple little things, but not, you know what I mean, nothing that I'd normally do, because I just wanna get back to the level of fighting that I know I can get to, and then once I've turned that back on, then yeah.
What he really means. I'm not playing anything because I'm preparing to be wrestled for 3 rounds.
Hip hop guy? No, yes.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Joyner Lucas and Skep?
It's interesting because
why are we talking about this? Why are we giving this a platform?
Joyner, I'm a massive fan.
Why are we talking about Joyner Lucas? I'm not. I refuse.
I agree.
Obviously, you know, we've been covering you for a long time, and it seems like every interview, every media day, it's always, you know, when are you going to...
I love Will Smith.
Think about filling the blank
song,
UFC
man.
champion, but, you know, now that you're only a couple days away from actually being able to call yourself a UFC fighter, I guess, what's the whole fight week been like for you?
Yeah, it's been amazing fight week and being finding a balance of telling
Whoever
myself,
does the
wow,
audio
so
at these
surreal
press
to be here
conferences needs to
finally,
get shot.
after all the years of the ups and downs, to be in a place where
You
I've
guys are all shit on the
always
mic,
wanted to
man.
be, and I'm just really enjoying it and taking it all in and meeting all the new staff, and the only thing I can say, it's just
Oh
it's
my
been good.
gosh.
You know, when Patchy did his first media day, we talked, and he was saying, you
I
know,
heard
in
you
the
bringing
last
up Patchy makes
X amount of
GG.
years, it's always, oh, I train MMA, and the fans
Yep.
were always like, oh, you're in the UFC, and like they had never heard of Bellator or PFL or anything like that. So, have you gotten that same treatment, and now you can finally say, like, you know, I am a UFC fighter?
Yeah, that's it's always funny to
He
to
has
explain
no
to somebody
ear hole.
that
What
just
the
doesn't
hell?
get it. I have a funny story. My son is 4 years
Been
old.
wrestling
and,
since he was, like,
we watch the
4,
fights
bro,
all the
that's why.
time, and
Bro, he has no ear hole.
when
How
I
did the
told
fuck
him,
does he hear?
Dad's
Yeah,
gonna fight
yeah.
in the UFC on TV. He said, "Wow, Dad, you're finally a professional." And I said, "Yeah, Dad's finally a professional," and it's funny. But now it's gonna be. I don't really tell people, like, when I'm out in public. They always ask me, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" And I just say, "Oh, I'm an artist," and I don't go into detail. But then if they pry, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a fighter." But then you tell them, "Oh, I fight." Back then, I fought for this organization. They're like, "Oh, okay, so you're one day you'll be in the UFC." I say, "Yeah, one day I'll be in the UFC." And now, if I get that question, it just say, "Yeah, I'm a UFC fighter." The conversation is like, "Oh, wow, you're big time," and blah blah blah. But it feels good.
You're also kind of in a unique situation compared to the Chandlers.
What
the
gym does he
MVPs,
train
and
out
the
of?
Patricks that came over, where you only fought for Bellator PFL. Like, you made your debut there.
I knew
You
this.
didn't
Give me
really
a second.
have the other regional scene. So I guess, has it kind of been surreal to?
Because this shit matters.
This really is the first time you've not been involved in a Bellator fight week.
Jackson Wink.
Yeah, I started my career. My first fight was.
But he's also been working with Henry
We all
Cejudo.
know how that went. I can laugh about it now, but back then it wasn't funny. But
I go like Henry Cejudo. I think will be
yeah, I
a good
haven't had
coach
an easy
once
road
he's
to
done.
get here. I really had to dig
he's
deep
coached
and
Figueiredo when he
ask
beat
myself,
Moreno,
is this
got the
something
belt
that
back.
I really want to do?
Weili.
And the answer was always yes. There was never an option
Also,
to quit.
gold medalist
I
wrestler
always
right
knew I
there,
was
and
gonna
a
be in the UFC.
double
I just
champion
didn't know
MMA
when.
fighter. I
And
love
I think
Cejudo as a
everything
coach.
aligned the way it
so.
was supposed to since the beginning of my career to where I'm at now, and I have a lot of work ahead of me, but mentally and physically, I'm ready for all of it.
Obviously you're supposed to fight Movzar in Abu Dhabi, and now it's Lerone.
Man, that fight would have
This
been
kind of felt
banging.
like just kind of one long fight camp for you, because I'm sure by the time Movzar pulled out, you were kind of peaking at some point, and then you had to peak again for an entirely different opponent, an entirely different part of the world. So I guess just.
So I'm gonna pause this right here. What do you think is a tougher first fight into the UFC? Lerone Murphy or Mozart?
Evloev,
Have you seen how
100%.
well Diego Lopez did against him his first fight?
Yeah, but it's also Diego Lopez.
I don't know. I
Like,
kind of feel like Mozart is good. Like he's I'd favor him to win against most people, but it's not like he's dominating people. I just think Mozart can win fights. Like, honestly, he allows people to be in the fight a lot longer than what he should.
yeah.
Aljamain
I think
Sterling,
stylistically,
Teddy
it would have been worse
Padilla.
for Pico.
Some people gave
Yeah.
Aljo the fight.
Yeah, I had it close. I mean, I think Mozart would have been just worse stylistically for Pico because he can wrestle. I think Lerone's a better matchup stylistically because at least it allows Pico to have some space to kind
A
of do
failsafe.
more.
Yeah, he has a failsafe.
Yeah. Whereas like Mozart, all you know is he's just gonna grab you and
But I think
just
Lerone is super high level UFC striking, bro. I think that's to me. I
Yeah.
think that might be a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Like, Mozart, I feel like he could. Mozart's boxing is underrated. He has pretty good boxing, but
Yeah.
like I said, he allows people to be in the fight. So, which is weird because he looks like he's on EPO. He should just have crazy cardio.
Dude.
How's the process been preparing for Lerone now?
Yeah, and my coach Greg Jackson preaches that a lot, is staying in the process, and fights being canceled is part of the process, and I didn't get too worried about it. Hunter and I had a good conversation, and he said that I'm going to book you as fast as possible. I think I'm going to
Eric
ask
Pico is one of the
Murphy if he
motherfuckers that
can-
always
he can
look like he's
fight.
about
So
to
I knew
cry,
that
you know?
August 16th was a maybe, so I kept
Let me start talking shit
pretty
before I get my ID.
strict on my diet and took a few days off just to let the body heal because I was preparing for August 26th and my weight was getting low, so it was actually a good timing. I called my strength and conditioning coach, Sam Calavita, and asked him what do I need to do with the calories and this, and we came up with a good game plan, and I'm glad I'm fighting August 16th because I'm in better shape now than I was even preparing for the Abu Dhabi card.
What do you make of Lerone as an opponent? Because obviously he's like an undefeated guy. He's had some big wins. The last two, maybe fans think could have gone either way. Some people thought Josh and Ige won those fights. So I guess what do you make of his skill set as a whole?
Excuse me?
What I make of his skill set is he's 16-0 for a reason, undefeated in the UFC.
He said the last two fights, like
some really
Josh
tough
and
guys.
Ige, some fans gave it to him
My
over
team and I
Lerone.
have our work cut out for us for Saturday,
He
and I'm not
destroyed
coming
Josh
in
that
here.
He
you know, taking
murdered
him
Josh
lightly.
Emmett. And Danny Ige.
You know, he has 16 fights.
Trying to think about
and,
that fight.
I
think he
have
won,
just
but
as
it
many
wasn't
as
as
he does.
bad.
And
It, was,
I didn't
it
start in the
wasn't like
regional
super
scene,
convincing. Like he
fighting,
won the
you know,
fight.
Yeah, he
backyards
murdered
or whatever.
Josh
I've
Emmett,
been on
though.
the big stage my whole career.
He murdered
So
Josh Emmett damn near as bad as Ilya did.
I'm ready for this moment. I just have to do
those
my job
elbows, I remember
Saturday
he was elbowing the
and
fuck out of
take
him.
care of business.
Aaron, you mentioned the work you did with Sam Calvita at the training lab. You had Hamzat and Arman Sarukian around you as well. Can you just explain what that was like for you, and if you got to do much work with those guys? How
Wait,
did
he's
that
training with
elevate your mental
Armand? Oh
fighting
my
game?
god.
That's a W. What
Well,
are
it
you
was
talking about?
it was an honor to train with those guys. I think
Armin and
their
Hamzat?
mindset.
That's a W.
No, I don't mind him with Hamzat. Arman is just I
You know, Arman's number one. Hamzat's
a posh
fighting for a
boy.
world championship.
so you
on
won't take a
Saturday,
fight, dude, but
it's
at least
really
you'll train and go on the
nice to be
Jackson
around guys
podcast and
that
do all that.
have the
All right,
same
man.
mindset as you.
Oh, he's gonna
meaning
take a
that
fight, all right. He's gonna.
When they come
I
to
promise
train,
you, they're gonna make him
it's all
fight.
business. They're trying to be the very best. And when it came time to compete with
They hit him with the
exercises
mom
and
and
things like that,
Makayev.
we were trying to beat each other, and it just elevated our game, and we really pushed each other. And on another note, I want to say is that they're just really nice guys. Hamzat, I think, you know, he is a killer and he wants to just maul people. But when you get to have a conversation with him, you see how he interacts with people, and he's a very kind man. And that was the biggest thing for me that I respect the most. And same with Arman.
Never
you
mind,
know, when
never
I'd
mind.
ask him, hey, can you come drill with me? He's like, yes, I'll be there.
I was gonna say,
He doesn't have to do that,
I think
so-
that's more of a
Yeah, they push
Kadyrov makes him
themselves
good
and
deal,
and
but
they're- and they're
anyway.
killers, but they're also very just genuine, good human beings. So that was really
Yes, they are
fun to
killers,
see.
Aaron.
Yeah, I assume you believe in Hamzat and that he's going to win this fight. How do you think he wins? And I guess now seeing it firsthand in the training room, how unstoppable and difficult to deal with is his wrestling going to be for Drickus?
Yeah, he's a problem. I think he can get a submission, but I know if it goes 5 rounds, he has the cardio in him to push the pace on Drickus, and that's not an easy task. But he really has taken this training camp
But-
serious, from what I see, and really tried to push his body to the limit. And I think he's just going to go out there and do his best, and I think he can get the submission.
And there's a few people at featherweight who feel they probably have a claim to a title shot, and the winner of this fight may be one. And it seems you have got Alexander Volkanovski's attention. I know you said to Fox Sports Australia you would knock him out. He replied to that. I don't know if you heard it. He said, I reckon I'd crumble him in the wrestling department. His best bet is to try and land a big shot. Other than that, I mop the floor with him. So I guess what's your response to that? And at least you have his attention, it seems.
Well, it would be 5 rounds, so I think I'm going to land a left hook or a right hand, so I can put him out. But I'm the new guy in this organization, and I'm just going to be up front, and to have his attention, that's a good thing. But I have to take care of Lerone Murphy. That's all I'm focused on. But Volkanovski, has it coming. Yeah, he's not an easy guy to fight, and I'm aware of that. And I look at who he's fought as far as the high-level wrestlers. He's never fought a high-level wrestler like me, and your time is coming.
True.
Is there any indication from the UFC if you win this fight the way I'm sure you want to and are dreaming of?
Except for
you get
Islam,
the title
but-
shot after this?
No, the only thing is go out there and do your job, and there is going to be big things ahead of you, and that's all I've been told, and that's all I'm focused on.
Just to follow up on Volkanovski, obviously, Saturday has to come first. I understand that's your focus, but to come into the UFC is obviously a massive dream and a goal for you. But then to be able to fight for the title against a man like Alex Volkanovski, possibly the best ever in this division's history, how exciting is that? Not just to fight for a UFC belt, but to fight a GOAT of the division. How exciting is that?
Yeah, that's really exciting. It's a guy that gets me out of bed in the morning. Every practice that I would go to, he would be on my mind. I want to fight Volk one day, and it's actually music to my ears for him to say, yeah, I'll mop the floor with him. I keep with that mindset, to be honest with you. Keep underestimating me, because while you're doing that, I'm in the gym just getting better and better and working. When I wake up, I'm thinking, how do I take you out? And that puts a big smile on my face to see that he replied to that.
In a way, he's almost kind of doing you a favor, right? By singling you out, he's almost putting it out there that, hey, if you win, this could be the one. This might sound like a weird question because I believe you're incredibly skilled, but are you happy to almost take a little longer, get your feet wet in the UFC, experience this stage a bit more? Or are you ready, like, hey, if he calls me out, I'm fighting Volkanovski as soon as possible?
No, Volkanovski, we win this fight, we fight Volkanovski. Why am I gonna go through the ringer and take fight these guys and maybe something happen to postpone a title fight? I'm in a good position. I get the win. I go straight to the top. If the bosses say that, and any time you get a phone call saying, hey, you're fighting for the belt, I would never say, well, let me get my feet wet a little bit more, because there's risks that come involved, training camps and this. If there's a clear path to fighting for the belt, then I'm gonna take it.
Aaron, right here, brother. Obviously, like some guys, they have, they feel the pressure making their UFC debuts and things like that. I wanted to ask about as far as the MMA fan base, because I feel like you're kind of in a similar scenario to Patchy Mix. When he was coming in with Mario Batista, the fans weren't happy with Batista. They were cheering Patchy Mix. And then the fight went the way it did, and they completely flipped on him. They were booing him. They were calling him all sorts of things. I feel like you're kind of coming into that same scenario, like with Murphy.
Yeah, man, a long day of work. But I just asked the Patchy Mix question.
I feel like you're going to come on stage and you're going to be the guy because they want to see Lerone Murphy lose after the last fight. So,
who wants to see Lerone Murphy lose?
Do you think about the interactions with fans and the way that the script can flip
He's full
so quickly
guy,
and the
bro.
pressure that it can add, or does it not faze you at all?
Yeah, I mean,
Full
honestly,
send
there is
MMA.
pressure. I put a lot of pressure on myself to compete at the highest level, and the work that I put in is a lot, and it comes with pressure. But I don't
Shout out
really
Nelk
think too
boys,
much about that.
interviewing war criminals out here.
Should we give Tim Elliott a little love?
You
Carlos
can't please
Prates a little
everyone,
love?
and MMA fans are brutal. So,
Yeah, man, why not?
I don't.
Hey, play for an ultra?
Racy for an ultra?
Don't forget, there's.
Well, we've seen the videos you put out on Twitter
Whoa.
about having, nice view.
Good Lord, Jared Leto. Is that you?
Since, touching down.
We're gonna go.
That's Jared Leto.
About to
That's
go
not
out
Tim
here
Elliott.
and kill
dude.
us a Japanese motherfucker.
We
About
stayed
to
in
go
Wicker
kill this
Park for the
motherfucker.
first couple nights. Super cool.
It's the best neighborhood.
About to kill me a
food was
Jap.
great. People super nice. Honestly, it couldn't be better. It's
About to go
they get
kill
better
me
and
a
better every
K-pop
time, honestly.
warrior.
Why
you've
does
been around
okay?
the
He
sport
looks
for a
like
long
Jared
time. You've
Leto,
fought
but
big
sounds like
cards,
Corey
you've fought in,
Sandhagen. It's the
tough
weirdest
gym
thing.
and everything. So I assume like the spotlight and everything isn't new to you, but a guy like Kai, when his name comes across, a
Looks
guy
like-
a lot of diehard fans have a lot of, there's
Looks
a
like
lot
he
of
went
hype
to
around him
K-ville.
coming in. I guess so. What did you make of Kai as an opponent? Were you happy that you got this matchup?
I'm super happy about the matchup. I mean, I was in the UFC before USADA, and I.
Oh my gosh, it's Corey Sandhagen's voice, bro.
So I fought on the
Nah,
big
that's
stages,
not
on small
Corey.
stages, but honestly, fighting Kai is getting me a chance to be on the pay-per-view portion. I'm only fighting on the pay-per-view part because I'm fighting Kai. So, I owe him a little bit for that.
At least he's
I'm
self-aware.
excited to be here, and
Bro,
I
you're
love
higher
that,
ranked
but
than him. Fuck
I've
that.
been around for a long time and rarely get a fight on a pay-per-view
You're
card.
giving him
Yeah,
the
but Kai's a bigger
opportunity.
name.
That's all him. That's all his doing.
You seem like someone that's, you watch MMA outside of the UFC, so, or maybe you don't, but I guess, did you know much of Kai before he did sign? Because, champion in another promotion in your weight
I hate
class
these
specifically.
reporters, man.
I know a little bit about him. I know that he fought Hiramasa, who's a friend of mine, and we fought each other. And also, he fought my friend Juan Archuleta, who's cornered me in several fights. Cornered me when I fought Demetrius Johnson, one of my best friends.
I haven't heard that name forever.
Damn,
Juan
I
Archuleta.
forgot he fought
It's kind of
Demetrius
like a
Johnson.
deterrent. Whenever when I watch my opponents, I only see the good things that they do, and when I watch myself,
Damn,
I
Tim
only see
Elliott
the
might win
bad.
this fight, low key.
At this point in my career, I kind of just let my coaches do that. I try not to. I like to watch the fights, but I try not to analyze anything because I'm not a thinker. I'm a doer. I like to just go out and do. And if I put too much thought into it, it'll hinder me. So I know who he is, and I know he's a great athlete. I know he's a great fighter, but I've not watched too many of his fights, to be honest.
Going off of that, did you watch his last fight against Pantoja? Because he was in here and he said he wasn't used to the cage because he used to fighting into a ring, and now that he's got his feet wet, like fans should expect a different Kai Asakura.
Yeah, man, I would imagine it's very different. I feel like I would be the same way if I was fighting in a ring. I expect him to be the best version of himself that there is, and you know, it's totally different. I suppose I've never been
PR
in
answers.
a ring before, but I mean, it's going to take more than one. But you know, he's a fighter. At the end of the day, he's really good at it. Where we're fighting and how we're fighting is not going to make too much of a difference.
And this is why guys like Sean Strickland get title shots without having to fight.
He got guillotine, I think. So I don't know how the cage has anything to do with that.
So everybody else just gets PR freaking answers. Oh my god, bro.
I'm an MMA fan.
Yeah, there's no more animosity in
I've watched his
MMA.
fights from earlier. I've watched his wins. I've watched his losses. So yeah, I know about him.
And, you know, when he was in here and he said, you know, he's now officially, he can feel like a UFC fighter because for so
Read some
long,
of the comments. I'm
fans
either
would
gonna
come up
win
to
a lot
him
of,
and
I'm either gonna lose a lot of money or win a lot of money.
UFC, they never heard of Bellator.
I hope Murphy comes through. Subscribe because of this gym. That's a bot.
Lerone Murphy is so talented, but his problem is he's such a vanilla personality as well. Which I mean, to each his own. I'm just like, you got to market yourself better though.
Imagine getting a title shot off a debutant who wasn't even a champ in Bellator.
What? See, this is why when people only look at MMA through Wikipedia pages, I like whatever. It's like when people say John Jones is the best UFC fighter of all time. It's like, no, say it correctly. John Jones is the best MMA fighter of all time. The sport is MMA. That's the sport. The organization that he fought in is the UFC. Like, and people knock Bellator, but didn't watch Bellator. And I'm not saying Bellator was UFC level, but Bellator still, like, Bellator, Strikeforce, all these other Elite XC, like, so many other promotions where it's like, you can't knock it. You can to some degree, but it's like, Aaron Pico still did his thing.
Only way he would get a title shot is if Diego beats Gene Silva, and that ain't happening. Diego Lopez could beat Gene Silva, so.
Diego Lopez could definitely beat John Silva.
Yeah, and I don't really agree with that either. I think with a spectacular win out of either guy, they could get the Volk fight. You know, I think Volk is more interested. And
what are they doing with Yair and Volk finally? Like, I don't want that fight, but I'm just like genuinely curious.
Honestly,
like,
I don't think Yair's getting that fight.
Yair, after he beat Pitbull, said he got promised by Sean and Hunter a title shot if he beat Pitbull.
Yeah, but I don't know. They would have made the fight. They would have made that for Mexico City like it was rumored or something.
Well, Volk's been the one complaining. He's like, he doesn't want Evloev, and he doesn't want Yair. I'm like, okay, you're not getting Ilya.
Here's what I think they're waiting to see what happens here.
Yeah.
They're going to see what happens. They're probably going to even see what happens for the Gene Silva, Diego Lopez.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, okay, this is what we're going to figure out. Then they're going to have they're going to be able to pick between 4 guys.
Do you rebook Evloev and Pico or Evloev and Murphy if either or wins a fight?
It depends on what happens.
No.
I think if Aaron Pico wins, I think there is a case for him to have to fight one more. So I'd say Aaron Pico versus the winner of Diego Lopez, Gene Silva. You give Mozart the title shot.
I'm with you. I think if Pico wins like a Michael Chandler style, then you give him a title shot. But I don't think he's going to.
Yair.
I think it's going to be a decision.
Yeah, Brian Ortega, he just needs to get out of there. Yair hasn't fought Arnold Allen.
Yeah, I thought he moved up.
He keeps saying he is.
I thought Ortega moved up.
I want him they need to do the Aljamain fight before he moves up.
I forgot Aljamain's in that weight class.
Wait, did they already fight actually?
Who?
No, they didn't. Ortega and Aljamain.
No.
So here's what I say happens. Okay, you got Lerone and Aaron Pico. Winner of this fight has to fight one more. Winner of this fight fights the winner of Diego Lopez and Gene Silva. You give Mozart the title shot. And you make Yair fight Arnold Allen. He hasn't fought Arnold Allen yet, so boom.
I like that.
Arnold Allen deserves something here. Arnold Allen, he deserves a little action here. He's a little disrespected. He's a good contender in here.
I'm not a fan of Volk ducking the Evloev fight, if I'm being honest. I hate that I love Volk to death, but he's been ducking that fight so bad since he won the belt. But then he's ducking Yair as well. And I'm again, I don't want Yair, but it's like, you got to fight somebody, dude. You can't just fight Max every time at featherweight. Like,
with everything in us, we have to avoid Yusuf Zalal becoming a champion. Please.
Who's worse, Yusuf Zalal or or Sadiq Yusuf? I can't stand either of them, dude.
Definitely Sadiq. Because at least Yusuf Zalal, you can say, okay, at least he has good stand-up. Even though it's kind of runny, he kind of runs away from. But
Sadiq Yusuf is just Odie Osborne in a bigger weight class.
So then David.
By the way,
how is David Onama ranked? Let's be honest.
By the way, Ode, we didn't forget that you blocked us. We don't care. You have all the skill in the world, but none of the execution, none of the cardio. Take it personal. I don't care, dude.
That happened? When did that happen?
Yeah, he blocked us, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. I forgot about that.
Our first run, he blocked us because we called out one. I forgot what fight he had. He fought a horrible fight, and we were honest about it.
We got some love from Bob Mendez. I remember.
Yeah. Shout out Ignacio La Jaula, my guy. But yeah, you tagged Ode, and Ode blocked us. Well, first he followed us, then he watched the clip, and then blocked us right after. So
you thought we were some like hating ass nerds that live with our moms and shit. It's whatever, man.
Yeah.
And then
him and Jeremiah Wells, it's just the same deal, man. Same deal.
Giga Chikadze used to be like one of my favorite fighters. I don't know what happened to
Good lord, I forgot all about him. Giga Chikadze, man. I remember the Barboza fight.
Yeah, that was a great fight. That's one of my favorite fights of his, I think. He fucked up Barboza. Let's listen to it. I don't want to listen to this.
How does it not
cringe,
putting a single penny down
but
for a
let's listen to some Jared
new air
Kennan here.
conditioning system like this one
Show
in the
some
video
love.
that we're unboxing sound?
Salutations.
Talk about crystals and shit.
Oh my gosh, already?
You know, I saw the interview where you said, maybe this fight wasn't the one you were looking.
Why does he look like a Boondocks character, bro? My man pulled up and says salutations. Like, we get it. You're from Alaska, dude. I don't care.
This looks like every. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
For against MVP, but you can appreciate it as like a martial arts competition because of what he brings. So, I guess now that you've had time to put in a full camp and watch some tape on MVP, I guess what do you make of him as an opponent overall?
The same thing I make of any other opponent. Target acquired. Yeah, that's it.
He was in here and he was saying he fully expected to go back to welterweight after his fight against Shara, and he wasn't getting fights at welterweight. They offered him the fight at middleweight, so he said he still kind of feels like a welterweight. He hasn't had time to maybe put on weight for middleweight, and he's fully expecting you to have the strength advantage and everything like that. So I guess, how do you see this fight actually playing out when you do get in there?
I love it when you guys ask that question. How do you see the fight playing out? I don't, theoretically, I don't know. I see myself winning. That's the only way I see myself to see the fight playing out. That's the only thing I want to envision. I don't want to think like, well, this could happen or that could happen. That's already been taken into account before I even signed the contract.
This is why you don't have a belt, and I've never had a belt.
I see myself winning. Pressure, making him miss.
I'm literally crying
if he throws. But it's going to be pressure, action if he goes, action if he doesn't. I want to put my hands on him, and if I get my hands on him, I'm going to put him down.
it's been a while since we've got to see you on like a big pay-per-view main card. It's been, fight night, main events, and Apex. So I guess how important was it for you to, get back to this position on such a massive card? And just timeline-wise, it seems like you're on the same timeline as a lot of these other middleweights competing.
I don't think about it that way. Back on these cards, have I been taken down a peg or two? Being
You
on
have a
Apex main event
GED?
or something? Is that?
Do you have a GED?
is that
I'd
general
love to know.
consensus?
Like,
Okay. Well, because I thought I've been doing good, to be honest. So it's a
no, Jared,
it's a
you
result
haven't. You haven't
of
been
my
doing
work.
good. Ever since that Izzy
You know,
fight, we just hate
being
watching
on
you fight
a
now.
card of this caliber. This is a high profile card. I see where you're going. Now I see where you're going with that, but it's a high profile card, and it's
I'm sorry, what?
like you said, fruits of my labor. So yeah, I'm definitely appreciative
No.
of the opportunity to compete on this card, especially with the middleweight strap on the line. And I'm gonna go out there
Bro,
and
Carlos
show the
Porter
world
speaks
again
like
that,
maybe 5% of the
I'm
English
still
of this
here,
guy and would give us
I'm
a better
still
press
dangerous,
conference.
and I'm only getting better.
Jared, when you look at this fight with
I'm still
Michael,
dangerous. I'm only getting better.
we've
You
seen
are
that he has the
40.
ability
You
to
are
kind of
40,
frustrate his opponent
Jared.
sometimes with the way he keeps his range
like-
and the way he keeps his
you like-
distance. Do
You
you
like
therefore
answer
think you might
questions like a liberal OnlyFans model.
Bro, like, I don't know. I don't think about it. I don't
really
think about it.
that way. Like,
Yeah, I want to put my hands on him. I want to put him down. Pressure. Target acquired. I thought I was doing good.
he like gets like.
I'm
look,
sorry.
Watch. Every time they ask him a question, right? Watch. We're gonna analyze this. Watch. Every time they ask him a question, he starts off like mad feminine answer, like, I don't know why you asked a question like that, and then he go like resets and he starts
Yeah.
talking masculine. I'm gonna take him out. I'm gonna calibrate my shots and watch.
might have to really try to keep your patience and composure, or is actually the antidote to him is to not keep your patience and really be aggressive to try and stifle that movement? Which way do you have to play it?
A little bit of both, like patient pressure. I don't want to, me personally, I don't want to give him the time or opportunity to do any of that awesome shit.
No, wait, watch. He's gonna recenter. He's gonna.
So pressure. But I definitely don't want to rush into anything because he's a master at making
This is where it is,
people
right here.
overextend and then catching them while they're trying to extend. So patient pressure. So I have to be. It's going to be all about. For me, it's been all about movement. How I'm going to be moving in there. The effects that it's going to have on my positioning, as well as the effects that it's going to have on my opponent.
You've obviously been doing this for a while now. Is it kind of
Yeah,
fun
we're gonna
when
get
you
boxed by
something like
Jared
this
Kennan
across
here.
the
I don't
desk
care,
because it's
bro.
a different sort of puzzle and it gives you a chance to be more creative and maybe try new aspects of your game? Does
To be
this sort
fair,
of
with how
excite
much
you?
weight he has to cut,
There
his
is
brain is
an
probably
element of
fried right now.
excitement. I'm excited with any
It's a
fight. Every
do-rag, it's
fighter
too
brings
tight.
something different to the game. So,
Bet you there's
the
no
difference
waves
here is
underneath that
pretty
either.
Dramatic, I suppose. Given his style. So, but he isn't the first person I've encountered with a style like that. So, patient pressure. Go, man. Y'all
We
better-
support you, Jared Kennan here. We support you.
Obviously, we got the middleweight championship fight for the main event. But who do you have in that?
I don't pick fights. I do not pick fights.
Oh, shut up.
I can analyze them. We've all seen the analysis. We've all heard what the people have to say.
I haven't heard none of your analysis.
So I don't think I
bro.
need to add my 2 cents into that. So I'm excited. I would like to watch it, but they turn around and ship us fighters homes after fights. So I might have to stream it.
And also,
We got
Joe
him.
Rogan
We
said
got him.
that he
We got him,
believes that
Feds. We got him.
MVP is like the biggest puzzle to solve in the entire sport. I just wanted to see your opinion on that and if you
Bro,
agree
it's
with that
like
statement.
looking and listening to Montrezl Harrell
No.
right now. Like,
I think he's been successful in what he's been able to do.
my
The
brain
biggest-
hurts
everybody
just
wants
listening to
the
him talk, man.
EST at the end of something, and if they
Oh,
ain't going
Travis
for
said
that,
the
they want to be a
YouTube
goat.
volume needs to be a little higher.
So,
Appreciate that, Travis.
I don't even want to get into that pissing contest. Who's the biggest? Who's the bestest? Who's the baddest? That's for everybody else to determine. I don't even want to go into the conversation. I feel like I would have to lessen myself to even think in that regard. So, next question.
I can't, Davon. I
Yeah,
can't
bro.
with this guy, dude.
You're ranked number
This
9
is like
in the
weirdly
middleweight
entertaining
division.
though. How bad it is.
Yet you're the
It
underdog
is.
in the fight
It's
against
weirdly
Knuckles and Puig.
entertaining.
Do you feel
This is a good clip right here. I'm about to clip
underrated
the
and
fuck out of our
underappreciated?
reaction to this.
No.
Holy. That beginning was hilarious.
What people think about me is of no consequence. So, no. This isn't the first time.
This is why the
probably
fans
won't be
think you're
last, 'cause
boring,
we
Jared.
Still got miles to go.
That doesn't motivate you
You
at
should
all,
start
or
talking
you
about
already
crystals.
motivated?
You
as it
are
is?
40.
if I
You do
wanted to
not
let
have
it
miles though.
motivate
You
me,
are
like,
not
you see what
Glover
they're saying
Teixeira.
about me,
You
I'm
are
gonna kick
40,
their
bro.
ass. But you see how stupid I look saying that shit? So I'm a grown ass man. I'm 41 years old, so I don't play games. I don't join in any of the reindeer games. That's what I see. When I watch TV, those are reindeer games going on. When you guys ask me some of these questions about the reindeer games, I feel like I got to lower my brain, lessen my thinking ability, and become smaller and, lessen myself on how I see myself to even think like that and answer your questions. So I can't even remember the question, but I'm great.
And then just last thing, Chicago hasn't had a UFC main card
Homie just
since
tweaked, bro. Holy
2019,
shit.
and they're known as a very lively crowd. Are you excited to
His wife is
perform in front of a Chicago crowd?
I'm always excited
Holy
to perform and
homie
walk
just
out with the crowd.
tweaked, bro.
Something about this whole thing feels reminiscent of my debut in the middleweight division. So hopefully the arena gives me that same energy. Hopefully the fight goes better than it did that night, and it'll be cool, man. It's gonna be a good night for sure.
Just right here, Jared, real quick. Obviously, MVP's competed at welterweight before, you being a heavyweight. I know you don't want to give away strategy, all that type of stuff. You can't predict the fight, but is it at least something that you need to go in there and test if he can handle your strength that you bring down from a heavyweight? And he says, he doesn't even feel comfortable in this weight class yet.
To be honest, it's not something that I want to test. It's something I'm going to impose.
Yes.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Some rape ass shit right there, bro.
Put that on a t-shirt, man.
Put that on a t-shirt and sell that shit in Israel. All right,
I don't want to test. I'm gonna impose.
that
is time in my life I'm never gonna get back of hearing this guy just
Dana
not
White.
lessen it.
Did you
Yeah,
see-
Dana said Rogan's gonna be on Paramount Plus, which is good for us.
What do you mean by that?
Like Rogan's coming over when the Paramount Plus deal happens,
Well,
because
there's-
there's some worry about that.
Why wouldn't he? What's the confliction?
People are idiots. Everybody knows that Rogan's deal is with the UFC, and then the contract is when Dana leaves, he leaves. So I don't know why people made it a thing and asked Dana, is Rogan gonna be commentating when you go to Paramount Plus? Like, obviously he's not signed to ESPN, idiot. Literally, Dana had to hold ESPN hostage to bring Rogan over in the first place, and then they wanted Rogan off the UFC when COVID happened because misinformation. So all it takes a quick Google search to know stuff. But I digress.
So I'm pretty sure we covered pretty much everybody. I mean, Jeff Neal. I don't know. I don't know if I can take Kai Sakura. Want to hear him translate? He's like, thank you very much. I am very happy. That's Tatsuro Tyro, bro.
I love that woman. Thank you so much. I'm very happy.
Oh, that's the guy that he got the fight Dana White's Contender Series, and then now he's about to fight on the card in 4 days afterwards. You see that?
Here's my question for you: who has the longer post-fight interview, Dobronx Oliveira or Merab Dvalishvili? I come to America. I dream. If you a dream, you can live dream too. I have a construction dream.
Thank you very much.
I dream. My friend
Aljamain,
Aljo.
Sterling. I don't know how he lost to Sean O'Malley. Aljamain Sterling has better stand up than Sean O'Malley. I go to Jordan, my country. We fought. We was in water.
my brother Roman, my brother Ilya, my coach Relongo, New York, Long Island. I love you, Dream. Like, bro, dude, his post-fight interviews go for like 10 minutes. Like,
I just realized
he got faded up.
We didn't
Okay.
listen to Chimaev yet, so we're too busy, listening to
brother,
Cannoneer. We didn't show Chimaev no love yet.
Brother, I'm going to
It's
smash
a big
him.
fight week. You know, your first opportunity to fight for a UFC title.
That lip, though.
And already you've got to see your opponent. You bumped into Drikas in the hotel. Talk to me about what
If
that
you're
was
at
like.
the
and are you
bar and you
surprised
see
he
that
was so
guy coming
friendly
at
and
you, good
respectful?
luck.
What should he do? I don't know. I don't anything pressure like what I said. Like, not take personal. Just we're doing our business, fighting and having fun, doing some Twitter shit. I don't know how to do, but I try.
You're not bad. It's okay.
Oh,
you
like
look
when
at
you
Dricus's
scammed your fans?
fights in the UFC, which one do you think is his?
This is my call for Paulo Costa to start a Twitter training course for UFC fighters.
Facts.
He's got the best. He's
Facts.
the only one that does it right, for real. Sean Strickland just goes
I love
on
how
rants.
Yeah. I hate women. Nobody cry. Like, all right, we get it, dude. You got to touch as a kid, but no, Hamza, dude. No, everybody forgets he crypto scammed all his fans with like Kadirov's backing, and just he's here now. So he's fighting in the U.S. Listen. We're making some positive steps here, right? I never thought that would be a thing again. I thought he'd have to fight in Abu Dhabi for the rest of his life, but
I mean, they brought him to Chirac. It's worse than freaking wherever he comes from. So
Chirac or
Most
Chechnya,
impressive
man, I mean,
victory.
All of his last fights, he done.
see, look, his ear still has an ear hole. Aaron Pico's ear didn't have even a fucking ear hole. That shit was just
good, done well.
When we look at this fight, I think everyone expects round one to be crazy, right? You come out very aggressive. He's going to try and meet you. Do you expect the same thing? Do you think, hey, I'm just going to come out here and put it on him right away?
I don't know. We'll see in the cage, bro. So it's too early to think about.
I
these
like that
things.
answer, Logie.
When I see his face, then it's
something
different.
about when Hamza
I
does
saw
this, it's just so
the
terrifying.
UFC Countdown show that you were building a gym for children in Chechnya, but you didn't want to put a cage in the gym. Why is that? Why no cage?
No,
he like talks like Bane.
They scary me. MMA is scary sport, so we can't say like. I don't think this MMA can be good for the kids because we're punching in the face, we're broking each other, so grappling, kickboxing, boxing, all the sports in one sport, This is amazing sport, but not for the kids. So I think kids should be like at least 15 years to train some different sports, boxing or judo or wrestling, grappling. There are a lot of different
I
sports
low-key agree with
for
that.
the young boys. So
Yeah, I'm with him.
that's
Let
why.
them fine tune something.
A lot of people
Like
are
something
talking
they
about
can
this
fall
press
back on.
conference tomorrow.
I think-
If
I think the
Dricus
only
comes to the
safe thing
press
to
conference
put
and
kids
brings
in
some
at
of
a
his
young age
Twitter
like
shit with him
BJJ
and
and
says some
maybe
stuff to you,
wrestling.
will that piss you off, or do you just still think it's just talking?
What did you say?
If Dricus comes tomorrow at the press conference and says things, calls you words and stuff like that, does that stuff bother you anymore, or do you just think, oh, it's just talk?
All the fighters talk, but nothing is gonna change here. Everyone has to fight in the cage anyway, so whatever he says, I don't care about. So I'm come here and to beat him up and take my money and go home.
Hamza, right here. We just saw that
I love
video
it.
of you wrestling with Daniel Cormier in the lobby. How did that feel? How much did he weigh to pick him up?
We were just
Out of pocket.
joking.
Over
He's
9,000.
a great wrestler, great fighter. So always when I meet him, he's a good guy, great man. So yeah.
Yeah. People talk a lot about your wrestling and going into this fight, and people sometimes look at the fights with Usman and Burns, and I think you've said in the past, right, that you've had challenges wrestling smaller guys, but the bigger ones, because that was who you trained with forever, that's easier for you. Do you feel like you're going to be able to manhandle Dricus in there?
These are the facts. Switch to Total Wireless and save 50% off Metro and Cricket guaranteed.
That kind of like talk shit about your own technicality. when I wrestle against the smaller guys, I do worse than the bigger guys, which basically means I'm good at using my size. This is what he's basically saying.
Weight bully.
When I'm going to get somebody
Yeah.
who's more technical, it's harder. Which I don't even agree with
Yeah.
because he destroyed. He was dominant against
I don't
Usman.
know,
So
bro. So she's gonna go for the fight.
that was at middleweight though, actually.
Usman fight was good, and Gilbert fight was good as well. But bro, it's now new fights, new chance to better and get a better fighter. Those fights makes me better fighter as well.
Do you feel like Dricus's body type is the type you can have the most success with your grappling that you're most used to?
Kind of, yeah.
We saw the custom shorts you had yesterday. You trying them on with the wolves on it. What did you
he
think
got
of
the
those?
he got the Minnesota
were they
Timberwolves
comfortable?
shorts.
Yeah, all Venom clothes is comfortable. I'm working with them almost 2 years now, so they has a collaboration with me as well. So I like those stuff.
One of your teammates got a big win in a UFC contract last night at Dana White's Contender Series, and he was speaking how much it meant
Yeah,
to
his
train
teammate
with
has
you a
a
bit
fight
in
now,
this
4 days
camp. What
notice.
did you just think of what you saw out of him last night and to see him signed?
He's crazy good, that guy. So he was all camp with me and doing sparring.
Dana actually put him on the card for Saturday.
I knew he gonna
Crazy.
go there and take the contract. So
He's about to pull a Chimaev fight twice in 1 week.
he's a good future. He has a good future if he continues work hard like he does. So you're gonna get a new champion.
And if you win this fight, Hamzat, you'll be the 15th fighter in UFC history to win a title while undefeated. Only one of those finished their career still undefeated. That was Khabib. Do you feel like you can be the second and take this belt and take your whole career undefeated?
I don't care.
He could
if
one
I
up
be
Khabib. He could go up
undefeated
a
or not,
division
but
and get 2
whatever
belts.
God wants, I'm ready for
Yeah.
that.
And last thing, you said if you win this fight, you'd like to fight in Abu Dhabi in October if possible. Do you think the UFC
course.
will be open to that? And who do you think would the most likely opponent be?
I don't know, but
Sean
after the fight,
Strickland.
we will see what's going on. How's first focus on this guy, and
Sean
after
Strickland
that,
or
we'll see.
Kyle Brahayu
And,
or Imavov.
yeah.
I'll say if it's Abu Dhabi, yeah, give me Imavov.
Do you think? Let's talk about this. Do you think there's a case for if Chimaev wins in some way in this fight that you give him Dricus a rematch? Is there a case?
I think it's just
based on his title reign, not based on how the fight goes.
It depends on how the fight goes.
So his title reign
and
is
I
not
think
good
that's-
enough. Basically, is what you're saying.
I mean, it's just the history of the UFC's always proved it doesn't matter how good your title reign is. It matters on like how you lost it. That's why like Max got a rematch and Jose Aldo did it, for example, right? Like it matters how you lose it. Like if you get knocked out convincingly or like just get dominated, most likely they don't give you a rematch, at least at first, without having to fight someone first. So I think if it's a close fight, you rebook that Abu Dhabi, and then you get the South African crowd coming out there as well. If it's convincing, like either or, I think you move on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Right.
And if Dricus lose, who's he fight next? You think Bilal goes up to middleweight? They do Bilal Dricus or something, or who does he fight?
If Dricus loses,
Who's he gonna
now-
fight? RDR?
now you've posed it. Oh, or Fluffy.
Yeah, RDR Fluffy. Yeah, those are actually bangers. Yeah, I think that's
Because that's the thing. I don't think Fluffy wants to wait, so I think Fluffy will take the RDR fight before that.
yeah.
Can't do Whitaker versus DDP again.
Let's look at middleweight real quick.
Where is he?
Yeah, Brendan Allen.
It's such a
no.
weird weight
Derek
class,
Cannonier,
man.
no. Paulo Costa's the only guy down here that's on the surge up. Maybe a boost if he gets a good fight win. But he's nobody's gonna. Who's a boost gonna fight next? Like, it's kind of chalked for him.
I don't know how Boost is ranked sometimes, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, we're gonna be just shuffling around these top guys for a while.
I think DDP, if he does lose, you have to keep him close enough to like fight someone who's next in line. If Hamza goes and defends against Sean,
Yeah,
right, or
I'm
the winner of
saying-
Imavov.
I think
Yeah.
Hamzat's gonna win, so I would say Hamzat wins DDP versus RDR. The winner of RDR, Fluffy.
So here's what I'm thinking: if Hamzat wins, you do Hamzat and Sean in Abu Dhabi. You do
the winner
RDR DDP, and then Fluffy versus the winner of Ibavav and Bahalio.
So I would say timeline base. So right after Hamzat wins, because I think Hamzat would win by like a submission early. He'd be kind of healthy. I think the Imavov Brahayo fight's gonna be a war. I think those guys aren't gonna be healthy right away. So, so I think that person gets the next title shot though after that. So I think they do Sean Strickland just because he can fill the gap in while those guys recover from their war. I think after the Strickland fight, then the winner at Imavov, Brahayo gets the title shot, and then I think you do Drickus versus RDR Fluffy winner. I just think that matches the timeline better. Just because I really think the Imavov Kaio fight is literally gonna. They're not gonna be healthy after that. There's no way. That fight's gonna be a war. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Хамзат. Салам алейкум. Видео с тем, как ты пародировал на открытой тренировке Дрикуса Дюплесси, сильно разошлось в интернете. Учитывая его необычный стиль, насколько сложно тебе было найти спарринг-партнера, который идеально бы его имитировал, и кто это был?
Я думаю, борьбе там.
These are the facts. Switch to Total Wireless and save 50% off Metro and Cricket guarantee.
Русский यूसित радио. Это лампа.
Вопрос.
Именно работаю.
Учитывая, что мексикан.
Спасибо. That we'll see, but.
To welterweight, or are you looking to just stick? I think that you can still see yourself going back. You've mentioned welterweight in the past as this Saturday with Duplessis. But obviously you've mentioned welterweight in the past as well. Is that something that you can still see yourself going back down to welterweight, or are you looking to just stick within it?
Just focus on this fight, but after that we will see. But we always have some different plans, but we'll see what's going on.
And who do you think is going to win in the fight between Jack Della and Islam?
It's a good fight, but a tough fight. I go a little bit more on Islam.
Hamza, you walk around calm and collective. What has changed over the last few years of the way you handle yourself, and not so aggressive, but very calm and collective?
When you do the job long time, bro, so you become comfortable, you become calm, bro. So in the beginning, always like too excited, too hype up, so crazy things around happening, That's why, but then you become comfortable with your job, so.
Love that.
Whatever, just train hard, good confidence, and fight.
Yeah, Jemayev in the first round. See, I want to read some of these comments.
Wassalamualaikum.
I
Walaikum
read some of
assalam.
these comments, and I want to see if there's like an MMA Reddit. Go on there real quick, check that out, and then we'll be done. We'll chalk it up. Somebody said respect him.
As long as I get to see some Dakota Ditchevo.
Someone said respect him not wanting a cage in his children's gym. To me, I think that's pushing it. It's not really that serious in my opinion.
It's not that deep.
Not that deep. No. Some of these questions are so pointless. These guys asking more interest. Can these guys? All right, I'm gonna skip that one. It's hilarious that calm Hamza is more intimidating than loud Hamza. It's kind of true.
That is very true.
Yeah, I think that's it. We'll check and see if there's a MMA Reddit. Just because sometimes MMA Reddits be having some funny ass shit.
Oh.
Perry Stevens.
I like it, but like
he's not in the UFC anymore.
Who?
Jeremy Stevens.
No, he had that one fight to come back, and then he went straight back to BKFC.
Oh, so they just gave him a one-time.
Yeah, he filled in short notice. That's why.
Dustin Poirier's kid gives him an exclusive best dad ever belt following retirement.
I love that. I love that.
You see the Connor's comment saying that Poirier's resume isn't good enough to be Hall of Fame. I don't agree with that.
That's rich coming from Connor. Just saying.
We entered the UFC at the same time.
Yeah,
that's true. I'm on my third title defense. He's fighting for his first title. It's there's experience plays its role. Being there 5 rounds. Don't tell me Hamzat is not going and saying, "Yeah, I kill everybody. I smash everybody." Great. In your head, you haven't been able to fight the pace you want to.
Is this the worst shit talk we've gotten out of Drickus?
Well, the other one was just Izzy repeatedly saying the N-word over and over at him.
Well, he
so,
made Izzy
like,
cry. Made Strickland cry. And I don't know what this is.
Once the third round comes. Now you have to fight that 5th round. Now you know. Doing it in training is completely different. Now you're going to fight. What do I do if this goes for 5 rounds?
The worst shit talk ever.
So are you going to start now to conserve energy in the first and second? Then you're not fighting your.
Oh, Michael Chandler. Go ahead. It's your favorite right here.
Oh, I gotta catch up to me. Let's see. Mike is such a company guy. Like, he reminds me of Chael Sonnen before Chael popped for PDs and had to go run off to Bellator. I think he just wants Dana to like hire him at some like higher up position for when he retires.
Oh wait, somebody cooked
But no.
him. Somebody cooked him. He said,
Yeah.
"Are all you scummy illegal streamers gonna pony up and pay the Paramount subscription?" And then somebody said, "Are you gonna win a fight?" Bro,
the answer, no.
Am I gonna pay? Yes, I am, because it's gonna be $120 for a whole year of everything. Yes, that makes sense. Yes, worth it to me, because when I get a Aaron Blatchfield versus freaking Jessica Andrade fight night main event, and they don't do nothing, and I pay money, I'm gonna lose my mind if I had to pay the full price. Like, that's just gonna make me fucking scream, bro. Versus the $12, like, that's nothing. All right, so do you want to do our predictions?
Okay, yeah, let's do this. You want to start at the bottom?
This is with the edits, right? With the new guy? With the 4 days notice guy?
I don't think the 4 days notice guy's on there. Because he just got edited, I think, like, today?
I say we start at Silva or Barbosa. We'll skip these bottom two. Because I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know them yet.
So I'll take Natalia Silva. I'm gonna take Brian Battle just because Ruzboev, as big and huge as he is, kind of sucks.
What was Brian Battle's last fight?
He lost his last fight. I'm pretty sure it was let's see.
I just smacked my Randy. No, he got that controversial win
Oh
against
yeah,
Randy
yeah,
Brown.
yeah.
So why do I feel like his hype is dead? Right? Is this dead? Is this hype dead right now? For some reason,
I'm thinking Payne Talbot. That's why I confuse them all the time.
He does look like the. He does look like Payne Talbot a little bit.
Except one is Frank Ocean's boyfriend. But anyway, Jakar Close, Michigan guy who never really fulfilled his potential. I'm gonna take him versus Edson. I want Edson to retire. Please, please, please retire.
Is it Edson Barbosa?
I like
one of your
Hooper.
favorite fighters?
One of my favorite fighters of all time, but he needs to retire, dude. He's been getting mauled since the Khabib fight. Just,
Yeah, I think close wins, but I think Brian Battle wins, and I got Silva as well. Damn, this is a very tough decision right here, because Chase Hooper has been looking really good in every fight, the last couple fights, but Hernandez is pretty solid.
I'm gonna take any guy that goes against Hernandez. I can't stand Hernandez, dude. Ever since the Cerrone fight, when he tried to call him a grandpa and all that, I'll take Hooper. I think Hooper's gonna keep leveling up.
Yeah, I saw some of that old footage recently. It was kind of bad. It's like one of the worst shit talk moments.
He got pieced up. Andrade and Lupi. I got a soft spot for Lupi. I always have. I'm gonna take her because Andrade never can really string together performances anymore. So
yeah, and that divorce
and Lupi needs to win his.
That divorce hit her pocket, so we all know she's just fighting for money. So
Yeah. You got GM3 Mearshart versus Oleksiejczuk.
I got Oleksiejczuk.
I like Oleksiejczuk as well.
He's a tough Polish boxer.
King Green versus Fajeda. Give me Fajeda, dude. I'm over King Green at this point.
I got Bobby Green for that one.
Sir, he changed his name officially to King Green.
I got Bobby Green.
That's my dad. He's white. He adopted. Anyway, give me Kaya Sakura against Tim Elliott. But I think Tim Elliott can pull it off. Don't get me wrong. MVP, yeah, no question. MVP against Cannonier, please, God, please. I don't need to hear a Cannonier post-fight interview after what I just heard. And then Jeff Neal versus Pratish. I'm gonna take Pratish. I believe in the cigarettes, man.
Okay. And I'm gonna go with Tim Elliott. I got MVP for sure. Like that Jared Cannonier, that's bro. That clip is about to be. That's gonna be hilarious, bro. That was holy. And damn, the practice. I don't know, man. After somebody shows me they're gonna sell me once. Usually they sell you one more time before they turn things around, bro. I don't know. But Jeff Neal, I got practice, and then I got Lerone Murphy. Just because I feel like, I don't know, I can't trust Bellator fighters, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I hope Aaron Pico wins. I'm gonna be rooting for him, but I think Lerone Murphy wins. And
I'm gonna take. So hard. This is so hard, dude. I'm gonna take Pico. My heart is saying Pico. My head is saying Lerone. But I'm gonna take Pico. And likewise, my head is saying Hamzat's gonna win. My heart is saying DDP is gonna win. So I'll take DDP and Pico. I think DDP wins by accident. So
yeah, I try to listen to my heart, and that shit fails me in this sport. So I'm gonna go with my head. My head and my heart tells me Chimaev, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be rooting for Aaron Pico though. So for sure.
To be honest, this card is kind of underwhelming.
It's top heavy, so I said it's very literally main event heavy.
Yeah. Not a huge fan.
With a little sauce, with the MVP in the middle, you know.
Yeah.
This is one of the cards where you could start watching, fall asleep, and then wake up and oh shit. You know, somewhere in the Tim Elliott, Oscar area.
Yeah.
But I'm interested. Fights I'm interested a little bit in here is the Chase Hooper fight, just because I want to see how much Chase Hooper's going to keep getting good to where he's actually a contender.
Yeah.
I think his body style could be a problem. And then the Isakura fight, obviously, MVP. Honestly, the whole main card is actually interesting. So,
yeah, the main card's interesting. I just the card as a whole it feels weird. Like there's fights, but there's fights I would take on a fight night main card. You know?
Yeah, come on, Barbosa close in the early prelims. What is this?
Nur Sultan Ruzboev versus Brian Battle
of a pay-per-view. I don't know.
Well, GM3 getting on the prelims on a pay-per-view is, yeah. And the year of our Lord 2025 is nasty work. But
hey, that's gonna do it for the Glove Talk, the live stream. I think this the second one
Yes,
we did
sir.
back-to-back days out here.
Yes, sir.
Being prepared for that UFC 319. We're excited for that shit. That shit's about to be lit, man. No cap. There's I'll pull up our YouTube channel. If y'all can show love to that video we posted. This is our live we did the other day. Show love to that. And then we're going to post this VOD tomorrow. Show love to that one, please. We out.
Yes, sir.